Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rekt Capital and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video on Chainlink and whether or not it's gearing up for new all-time highs. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future and let's dive right in. So historically, Chainlink tends to form ranges with the red resistance box figuring as that key resistance to break. And you can see that over here, we're seeing that range develop. Over here, we're seeing that range develop. Red resistance here as well, and even here. And you're seeing that potentially are these ranges not only getting narrower over time, although this potentially is showcasing that that might not necessarily be the case, but over time, you're seeing that perhaps they are getting a little bit shorter with every single breakout. Of course, again, this period of price action is a bit of an anomaly in that regard. But typically, whenever we break past this red resistance area, you can see that this retests the top of that resistance area. And when we enter that new range, we see a confirmed breakout once again to retest the top of that range as well. Here as well, once we break out, we don't get an immediate retest, but we get that retest a little later, so a few weeks later. So that's another anomaly in terms of Link's price action relative to the past. But these ranges also form at higher lows, so you can see that these higher lows are quite prominent and they become perhaps a little less prominent over time. You can see that we actually see a double bottom inside this range, but then a higher low. And over here, you're seeing that this higher low is a little less prominent compared to, for instance, this long-standing higher low. In any case, this higher low right over here is actually supporting this retest of the top of this range. So that's interesting in of itself because we're seeing confluence in the support and demand area, which is the top of this range, alongside this trend line altogether. In any case, speaking of trend line, or at least retest attempts, you can see that here this retest attempt is analogous to this retest attempt and this retest attempt, which only means that in the future, once we break above this red resistance area, we'll probably see a retest at this level once again, which is quite likely based on historically recurring price tendencies. But at the moment, we are respecting this higher low, and respecting higher lows in Chainlink's price action has led to breakouts to new highs, which is actually a very positive thing because at the moment we're seeing Chainlink try to establish itself outside of this black to black range. So if we just zoom in here, you can see that it actually broke back into this range with a monthly close, successfully tested the top, or at least the bottom of this black to black range as a support, and now it's trying to break beyond the range high of this black range. So a monthly close, especially a monthly close above this black level here, would turn that level into a support and challenge for the red region once again. We got that upside wick to this red level before, but now we just need to reaffirm support right over here, and as long as we do, that's going to result in another challenge of this red resistance level, in which case we might not be able to reject Chainlink any longer before those new all-time highs are actually challenged for. So at the moment, Chainlink is trying to reaffirm itself at a coincidentally $30 region, the psychological round number of $30. Holding support here will enable another challenge for $38, and upside wicking, as you can see, is quite common beyond $38. So closing, or at least maintaining support above $38, would be quite positive for the trend as well. But in any case, the macro changes here are suggesting to us that we are slowly leaving this retest area. We've successfully, retested this region, and now we're just looking for trend continuation by trying to reaffirm support at higher price regions compared to what we saw a few months before. You can see that we were finding support for 3 months in a row at around the 24 region, and now we're trying to find support at the $30 region. So we're seeing natural price progression over time. It's not the most explosive asset, but once we breach $38, we'll probably see an explosive rally into new all-time highs in any case afterwards. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future, and of course like the video if you'd like to see more content like this going forward. I'm Rekt Capital. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Speak to you soon.